Turn to page 376. In these perilous times, when our country has faced a situation that this country has never faced before, we need strength as a people, not only as a Jewish people, but as an American people, to move forward, to understand what it means to be an American, and to strengthen our nation. Therefore, before we say our prayer for Israel, let us say a prayer for our own country as we read together on the bottom of page 376. O guardian of life and liberty, may our nation always merit your protection. Teach us to give thanks for what we have, by sharing it with those who are in need. Keep our eyes open to the wonders of creation and alert to the care of the earth. May we never be lazy in the work of peace. May we honor those who have died in defense of our ideals. Grant our leaders wisdom and forbearance. May they govern with justice and compassion. Help us all to appreciate one another and to respect the many ways that we may serve you. May our homes be safe from affliction and strife, and our country be sound in body and spirit. Amen. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who love them. Amen. Fountainhead of all life, you who rained your blessing on our mothers, Sarah, Rebekah, Leah, and Rachel, and our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, causing their seeds to sprout and grow and thrive, not only in a land flowing, but in the desert places too. May you likewise shower us, their offspring, and those near to us, with a recovery of wholeness, a restoration of the contents and their vessel. May you pour your healing into the barren furrows of those parched by illness and pain, dried out by distancing and despair. As you have given us your Torah, the waters of life, as a source of help for all time, send the waters of healing to all who thirst for peace, for wholeness, for shlemut. The Mishaberach can be found on page 371. This has been a extremely busy week with the rabbi gone. I was not able to prepare, I know this will disappoint all of you, a devar for this evening. But what I did do is check my handy reference, which is 10 Minutes of Torah, and found something that I thought was very interesting. It's written by Rabbi Vered Harris. This is an explanation of the Torah portion for this week, which is Balak. And for those of us who learn it and can understand it, this is about the donkey who decides to talk. I've always found this a summer laugh because I never really studied it, and having read some of the drashas, it's not so funny anymore, but very interesting. So please allow me, I'm going to edit as we go because frankly, it's a bit hot in here. In this week's Torah portion, Balak, the king of Moab, Balak, is afraid that the Israelites' encampment will ravish his land. He sends emissaries to a diviner named Balaam with the intent of hiring him to stop the Israelites. A summary of their encounter demonstrates a classic misunderstanding. The emissaries: "Come with us to curse the Israelites." Balaam: "Let me check with God." God to Balaam: "You can't curse the Israelites. They're already blessed." Balaam to his emissaries: "God won't let me go." Emissaries to King Balak: Balaam refused to come. Balak sends the emissaries back with the offer of silver and gold and whatever Balaam might want. Balaam consults with God again in case God had a change of mind. This time God says, "If these personages have come to invite you, you may go with them, but whatever I command you, that you shall do." Balaam woke up in the morning, saddled his donkey, and took off with the Moabites. Psalms tells us that God is angered every day. In Numbers, we are told, God was incensed by Balaam's decision to go. Rashi points out that Balaam was zealous with an evil intent, figuring he could dissuade God, curse the Israelites, and collect his payment. He knew God did not approve, but Balaam was greedy and thought he was more powerful than God. Balaam knew he could only see the future, not change it, and he was misleading the Moabites and the Midianites, letting them give him more credit for his power than he deserved. Regarding God's anger, the Babylonian Talmud cites verses from Isaiah and Psalms to explain that on any given day, God's anger only lasts a moment. But this is a very important moment. If you can pinpoint the exact moment when God is angry and then curse someone, the curse will stick. The Talmud says, when the deep red color of the comb of a rooster pales, God is angry. So Balaam had a plan. He would watch the rooster and curse the Israelites when the comb paled. In the Talmudic explanation of Balaam's saga, the entire time Balaam was being traipsed around to try to get a good view to curse the Israelites, God did not get angry. God focused on each word Balaam tried to utter and flipped the words from curse to blessing. Balaam inadvertently dissuaded God out of his daily moment of anger by getting God to focus on turning curses into blessings. The Talmud tells us he sought to say that the Jews should not have any synagogues or study houses, and to ask that the divine presence not rest upon the Jews. Instead, he was forced to say, "How goodly are your tents, O Jacob, those places of your spiritual gatherings, and all the places where God's presence dwells among you." We know it as Ma tovu ahalecha Yaakov, mishkenosecha Yisrael. In the Torah text, Balaam claims that he knows the mind of the Supreme One, but the Talmud counters he doesn't even know the mind here it comes, of his own donkey. When we just read the Torah text, Balaam does not seem so bad. The Moabites and Midianites were concerned about what this huge group of Israelites might do to their land. The king uses his resources to hire Balaam, but Jewish tradition has very strong words to say against Balaam as a man who plays into fear in order to increase his own esteem and wealth. There was a certain heretic who used to harass Rabbi Yehoshua by quoting Torah to prove that Judaism was the wrong path to follow. One day the rabbi took a rooster, turned it upside down, tied its feet, set it back up, and stared at it. He said, "When the moment comes when the rooster's comb pails, I will curse that heretic." When that moment came, however, Rabbi Yehoshua had dozed off. When he awoke, he proclaimed, "This is not a proper thing to do. As it says in Proverbs, it is not good for a righteous person to attempt to punish even a heretic." Not only should a heretic like Balaam not curse the righteous, and here's the rub, but the righteous should not curse a heretic. We are reminded to watch our words, even against those with whom we significantly disagree. In fact, often our heated disagreements can cause us to feel angry. Beautifully, through this parasha and the Talmudic explanations around it, we learn a remedy for anger. Instead of letting our anger overtake us, we can learn from God to become distracted with the work of turning curses into blessings. Ken Yehi Ratzon.
So as we were talking about this Torah portion before services tonight, trying to decide, should we do a piece of music or something after that? I'm like, well, wait a minute. If Balaam ended up turning curses into blessings, that leads into the work is not done. It is not your duty to complete the work, nor are you free to desist from it. And I'm kind of tying this together with something else on my end, as I'm getting ready to go to Israel on a JNF tour of environmental and educational sites in Israel, working with how we can work with our environment, how we can make our environment better, how we can help our children learn better. We sing Lo Alecha.
Now we reach the concluding part of our service, of our Shabbat worship. We turn to page 586 and rise for the Aleinu, those who can rise. Let the time not be distant, O God, when all shall turn to you in love, when corruption and evil shall give way to integrity and goodness, when superstition shall no longer enslave the mind, nor idolatry blind the eye. O may all created in your image become one in spirit and one in friendship, forever united in your service. Then shall your realm be established on earth, and the word of your prophet fulfilled. Adonai will reign forever and ever. Please be seated. This is not in your prayer book. To open our eyes when others close them, to hear when others do not wish to listen, to look when others turn away, to seek to understand when others give up, to rouse oneself when others accept, to continue the struggle even when one is not the strongest, to cry out when others kept silent. To be a Jew, it is that. It is first all of that. And further, to live when others are gone, and to remember when others have forgotten. This week, during Shiva, we remember Ethel Bierman, mother of Andy Bierman. During Shloshim, the first 30 days after burial, we remember Anne Campbell, mother of Mike Campbell, Florence Boris, mother of Karen Pfeffer, Joan O'Donnell, sister of Bill Price. And during Shana, the first year after burial, we remember Eugene Bugby, father of Martha Bugby, Rose Foster, mother of Andy Weitzman, Susan Rosen, mother of Michaela Rosen and Max Rosen, Cheryl Seide, mother of Laura and Aaron Seide, David Ferris, father of Emily Fowley, William Thompson, stepfather of Grace Cooper, Ann Cutler, mother of Mark Cutler, Emmanuel Block, father of Abby Block. And on their yahrzeits, the anniversaries of their passing, we remember Mark Allegrini, the brother of Joanne Dunsky, Herbert Alpert, the uncle of William Price, Herbert Beckman, the father of Robert Beckman, Muriel Berger, the sister of Ed Berger, Evelyn Friedman, my aunt, Rose Matthews, grandmother of Stacy Bushy, Eleanor Rhodes, mother of Harold Rhodes, Florence Rivelis, mother of Michael Rivelis. Minnie Solomon, grandmother of Jamie Solomon Zizou. Anne Vanuker, mother of Ronald Vanuker. James Weiner, father of Nancy Berger. Bessie Lee Yansky, aunt of B. Bennett Schultz. Norman Mann, cousin of B. Bennett Schultz. Are there others?
Al Pendesky.
Linking together those names that we've mentioned and those in the recesses of our hearts and of the martyrs of our people, we rise now and say the Kaddish, which can be found on page 598. Yitkadal, Yitkadash, Shnei Rara, V'alma Divrad Kirute, V'amlit Malchute, V'chayechon, V'yomechon, V'chayei D'chol Beit Yisrael, Ba'ad Alav, V'zman Kari, V'yamru, Amen. Yehei Shnei Rabba Mevorach, Le'olam Olmei Olmaya, Yitbarach, Yishtabach, Yitpa'ar, Yitvarman, Yitnaseh, Yitadar, Yitaleh, Yitalal, Shnei D'Kodisha, Barechu, Le'ela Minko, Birchata, V'shirata, Tushbechata, V'ne'amata, Ta'amiran, V'yalman, V'yamru, Amen. Yehei Shalom Arava, Min Shemaya, V'chayim Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael, V'yamru, Amen. Osei Shalom V'rumav, Say Shalom, Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael, V'yamru, Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn, and comfort the bereaved among us, as together, as a congregation, as a people, and as Jews, we say, Amen. Please be seated.
Shabbat Shalom. If you haven't figured it out, I'm Rosie Buja, board member of, one of the board members at the temple, and on behalf of myself and my fellow board host, board member co-host, Andrew Rubenstein, welcome. Thank you, Richard, for leading us in prayer, and Ellen for leading us in song. In spite of the heat, there are still things going on in the temple. There is still time to sign up for the trip to Israel. Registration for religious school is ongoing. The Brotherhood Scotch and Cigars get-together takes place next Saturday, July 27th at 6. Please RSVP to the Brotherhood. Arev Shabbat services are next week here, 7:30, led, I believe, by Sharon Miller. And don't forget, August 4th, there will be the Paw Sox game. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
And now, for our concluding song, we will sing
I guess Havana Shira, which is on page 643.
Havana Shira, which is on page 643.
Hallelujah.
Lecha. May God bless us and protect us. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yikuneka. May God's face shed light upon us and be gracious unto us. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lacha shalom. May God lift up God's face unto us and give us our most prayed for gift. Give us the strength, give us the will to cause it. And may we partner with God in bringing the world together to enjoy the gift of peace. Kain Yehi Ratzon, it is God's will. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. I don't remember. Sorry to forget names.
Don't worry about it.
It comes along.
You do it 3 or 7 times, and then you can start apologizing for once or twice.
Isaac, David, and... All right. Vice versa. Excuse me? Not mine, it's yours. Okay. Here, I'll stick this over here.
Yeah, the head was Quinn was joking with me this morning when we were watching the weather forecast. I'm going to Israel to cool off.
And how long will you be there?
We'll be there about 10 days.
And with 2 other
And
teachers.
with other teachers.
Oh, fabulous.
So it's 7 days with the JNF tour, and then we're taking 2 days ourselves.
Oh, that's wonderful. And you'll go far and wide,
Yes.
specific places.
Well, we have some